Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Isaac Finance video. Today we're going to get straight into it. A lot has happened since I made my last video. I've been very busy, but I have some golden nuggets to drop in this video. I'm going to be showing you CVD, I'm going to be showing you why the Bitcoin price action is pumped. I'm going to be showing you, quite frankly, the analysis I've been doing, and you can see that it's not hindsight analysis, but rather in real time and the things that have happened. So I think first of all, let's just look at the Bitcoin price action before anything happens. Let's jump onto the weekly time frame. So if you look here in the chart, it's clear we are seeing insane pumps. Insane. From the bottom, which was around $15,000, we have seen 185% push to the upside, which is insanity, you know, because you've only got, it's literally halfway at the top. See, from now, if we go from this reference point right now to the top, you've only got 58%. And that's so doable, which is just crazy. So it just shows you should have bought spot when it was time to buy spot. Now, we're going to look at the spot entries we got in the Discord way back that I published, which was around, I think it was around here. So this is when we already had that decent pump up. So if we look up here, that was the first pump over here. We'll hop up in here. It's the 2 hourly time frame. I'm going to show you the golden nuggets in a second, guys, so don't worry about that. But for now, I just want to show you what we were seeing here. So during the spot buying activities, we were talking about buying around this region here. If we look here, we were seeing the sort of large pump and then up to the top. Okay, so that was this bit right here. So down here. And then we're talking around 19K to the 22K region. Followed by that, I gave examples here. Those of you who listened, good job. What else we got? I think I did one more around here. You know, during that few months ago, it was just perfect time to just buy slowly. Obviously, it could have gone lower, but just kept buying, you know. And here too, when we had our third retrace, you know, around $24,000, buy it up. If you guys look at the spot levels. Now, obviously right now we are way higher than what we already were, which is just absolutely crazy. I obviously didn't expect it to pump up this fast. I think this speed is meteoric. I think we are due for a crash that is of, you know, 30% size, because this is unhealthily fast. If you look at this, we've been green for around, that's crazy. On a weekly time frame, we've been green for around 49 days, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks of green candles, which I don't even think that happened on this bull run right here. That's crazy. We're definitely seeing the insane upside that people have been sort of talking about. A lot of this can be pumped because of speculation on the ETF, which BlackRock and all that are going to be apparently getting into. So we have a lot of institutional institutional investors that are going to be coming in. So that could this whole recent pump could be a sort of early pricing in of what the news is, and when the ETF comes out, it might just stall or even fall. So, you know, it's like buy the news, sell the rumor. Buy the rumor, sell the news. However the saying goes. But you get my point. So in terms of like what we have coming up, that's quite interesting to me. And what I'm looking at, I would say it's going to be these few levels up here. We've got swing failure pattern levels to our upside of around 48,000, and we have one around 52,000 here, okay? So on top of that, we'll pull a Fibonacci. We've got the golden pocket within this region. So we're talking about the 168 just on top of the swing failure pattern. So a really key level I'll be looking at, write this down in your notebooks, guys, is going to be around 68,250. I think anywhere within this block range right here, we are due for a big reversal. We could potentially see something of, you know, this size, 33%, etc. Potentially even going to test these lows down here, this SR zone right here. As you can see, support, flip to resistance. That could be our, you know, could go down, but you can't know fully. But we're just pointing out what we're going to see because I'm holding spot and I'm not going to sell my spot because it's quite low either way. I'm also holding altcoins like Link, gaming coins. I'm also holding ETH, so I've got a fair bit of stack in my portfolio right now, so that's not too bad. Obviously, I'd like to put way more in, but it's just you can't over diversify, or you can't overexpose yourself too much because otherwise, in case something does happen, that can be bad. But I don't think anything's gonna happen. Okay, so let's look at that. We've got our weekly level here too. So this is just crazy levels what we got here. Like if you're talking technical, these are crazy technical levels. Now I don't follow the ideology of like being a fully technical guy because I don't think everything is fully technical at all times. I think sometimes news plays into effect, sometimes information comes out that can shock things, and then you can blow through levels and levels aren't important. But as a medium of like in the way price moves, I think people tend to use TA to decide entries, to decide when to sell off, when to decide information like that. So in a way, it's like self-fulfilling and it gets respected in a way. But like when you have freak things that news things comes out, you can easily see busting through, reversing that isn't in your plan per se that you were discussing or whatever you were whatever you were thinking at the time with your TA analysis. Partly because when freak accidents happen or news events occur, like black swan events, people can just sell off rapidly and people get liquidated and it can bust levels, okay? But like in terms of reverse levels that I'm going to see up here, like we could see us trail up here, another 10%, which is so doable at this point. Like, we've already seen a crazy amount. If we could see another 10% into this region coming into the new year, well, what you could see is, when the ETF gets dropped, it might be an anticlimactic event and be like, oh, okay, this is kind of fizzling out. It drops around, around 20% maybe, and then that's your bottom again. Now, if you're looking at Elliott waves, typically bull runs move in waves of 5, or most of the time. I think most things move in waves of 5. I'm not trained in Elliott waves at all, but from what I have seen, and it depends how you draw them. So some people might draw them like this, like this, like this, like this, like that, and then they might say this is your last leg. But who knows? Like that's the thing. It's hard to know with Elliott waves and all these different types of analytical tools. That's why I don't like to use them that much. But like we have swing play pattern levels with liquidity, we have levels in terms of weekly, and then we also got. Let's pull up this one over here, which is our volume, and that's pointing to this level here and this level here. So we have stacks levels. I'm gonna write down what I think is gonna happen. So we got 40,000, 48, 250. So around this region, we're going to see some crazy information. And then we've also got another crazy spot down around 51K. So watch out for these levels, guys. Potential scalp shorts. Are we going higher in the bull run? Yes, I think we're going higher in the bull run. How high? I'm not too optimistic. I think we might top out here. I'm not too sure, but when we get there, I'll look at the CVD and see what it's telling me. But like overall, watch out for these levels because these levels are coming, and you gotta be ready for them. Okay, don't freak out and be like, "Why are we reversing here?" Look at why we're reversing here and the reasons I've told you. Okay. Now, as for support on the local side down, if we have a reversal, let's see what we got here. We're gonna have a few things, but we've got a little node here, a little node here. But our main node would be around $28,000. And our psychological level would be around 31,600. So this one right here would be our psychological level. We've got that level there. And I can't draw a fib yet because we don't know where we're going to top. But if it was around this region here, we'd have a fib level around 28,100 and a 0.5 around 31,000. Okay. So I've heard more analysts say that if we flip below this, that's very, very bearish. If we stay above this, this shows that the bull market is healthy. And I think, in previous bull runs, you do see downturns of like 30% before it reverses back up again. Obviously it will look like a lot, but don't panic. People are panicking here, but realize, like look at the end, it's gone up nearly double your money. Well, more than double your money. You know what I'm saying? So That's the thing. You can't panic too much, but you have to buy when it's red too. But you have to look at the narrative which is being spoken. Now, obviously, this narrative and what I'm saying applies to everything else, not just Bitcoin. I've heard Crypto Banner talk about. Crypto Banner is like another YouTube channel. He's got really good analysis, and he's been saying that look at the narratives and look at the new narratives and the new coins that come with that, because everything in this market is a speculative sort of buy-in. The utility of this isn't really being used yet on a mass global scale, so it's not like we're really buying off the fact that it's producing anything or doing anything. Rather, we are investing in the fact that we believe it's going to go up because we believe other people think it's going to go up. So it's very speculative, which means it's narrative based, which means we're investing on narratives and ideas and sort of what we hear from news, this and that. So find out the different information. I think I'm going to have to do more research. I'm going to make a video on like Solana and Avalanche soon, and then link. A lot of bullish information and news has been out on these ones, and Rand's been talking about them. We've also seen insane pumps on Solana. Do I have Solana on my chart? Yes, I do. It's currently 73%, It was like $9 before. So that's like 800%. You've 8x your money if you bought the low. If you bought at a reasonable level within this consolidation period, you've seen a 2x, well, nearly a 3x, okay? Now, the difference is crazy from if you bought the bottom to if you bought here, but that's just how price action works. The earlier you get in, the better it is, obviously. It's like right now, if you buy crypto right now, for you to the top, you're only going to get 52%, and that's like half what you put in back. So it's 150 in terms of a multiplier, so 1.5, okay? What times your original balance times 1.5, which is kind of trash. But if you bought right at the bottom to the top, you're going to get a nearly 4x. See, this is the difference of, you know, buying in early between buying in late, ready now, which is just rough. That's why I don't know. Like, if you haven't bought anything yet, if you don't have any holdings, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna just wait until it falls, or what if it keeps rumping? You don't know. That's the thing. So when people were saying and the spot down here, that's when you do it. Is it too late? It's too late for crazy gains, I think, but you can probably get around. If we see a retracement, you probably get around here realistically. So it's possible. But anyway, I want to talk about the CVD and why I made this comment down here. I was speaking, where was it? So I was talking about the liquidity, the price action, and the bullish trend overall. And also I also want to pull out, you know, the pattern chart, because of how nonsense a lot of it is. Pattern trading chart, because a lot of this pattern right here, what you see right here, is genuinely a bearish pattern. Okay, so I'll pull this chart right here, right? So right here, it's sort of like a bearish rising wedge. So if you see, look here, a bearish rising wedge. That's what this kind of looks like right here. You know, you're sort of funneling in. I'll zoom in on a different time frame here, but I just want to make it clear that a lot of what happens is based on, you know, what is actually happening in the market, rather than like just patterns you see on a screen, because you also have like CVD and different tools you can look at to analyze the markets in a much more clear and analytical way, opposed to just eyeballing and be like, yeah, that looks good. But if you look here, I'll take it from around here to around here. Oh, the wrong one. We'll go here, paste that around there, and there. Now, that fits the perfect description of a bearish rising wedge. And in a bearish rising wedge, they say once you've reached your needle nose point here, you're going to see a reversal down. But what did it do? It actually reversed that and did the exact opposite. And I'll talk about why I said it was going to go up, and why I was literally 100% confident it was going to go up. So the price action overall trend is bullish, coupled with CVD. This may be a constant push up, followed by a large sharp increase upon short liquidation, okay? This is at this current point here, when we didn't see the rise up. We saw the incremental grind up, but not the crazy grind where we're at now. It's like $30,000, $45,000, okay? Now, obviously, it hit crazy and started pumping crazy, and then we had our inflection point in our CVD. If you look here on the CVD and why I was analyzing it, if you look here, so price is going up, yet the CVD is going down. So what does this mean, guys? Well, this means CVD is a reflection on the market orders, which means there's a lot of market shorts entering the market here. Now, if the price is going up and there's a lot of market shorts, it means it's being held up by limit orders. So limit buys, and also market buys too, can be involved in this too, but most of the case it's a limit wall, which is stopping it from going down. Now, once it keeps going up and you keep seeing shorts being entered in the market, if you built up a stack of shorts here, you're going to see a crazy liquidation once you start going up higher and you start triggering these liquidations from these big shorts down here. Okay? Now, as you can see, there was some very large shorts. Even if they were conglomeratized in a multiple different orders, there's a stack of shorts in this region. Now, exactly what I was talking about 7 days ago happened, lol, followed by large liquidations. Now, we'll go into the chart here, which is over here, right? So, if you look at this right here, we saw the inflection point of us rising around about here. So what do we see here? We saw the complete divergence of the CVD. We then saw a pump. We then saw liquidation start to take place before we saw a crazy pump up. Now, it looks like a bad place to buy because it looks like it's actually squeezing for a downside push. But everything CVD-wise said this was going to go up. Now, I've made a video on CVD in my channel before. It's in one of the videos, you can find it. It's called like Lone CVD Divergences. It's an old video, it's like a year old. But the principles are still the same about CVD, it doesn't change. So you can take a look at that. But if you look here, you can sort of see my thought process behind why I said what I said at the point. Okay? Now, I could quickly do another quick analysis on Link, which is one that I hold thousands of dollars of at around $7. So I'm quite in profit actually. But we'll look at this one. So right here, we had an insane consolidation period here. You just saw around 500 days of just consolidation before this pump of like 150%, and I bought in around 790, so around here. So I'm around 115% up, which is really cool. So my bags are pumped up. But why did we see that pump? Well, we saw a large consolidation phase. We saw a price outburst. We saw it back test that and pump back up again, followed by the fact that Bitcoin's rising. When Bitcoin rises, altcoins subsequently will follow, like most of the time, unless it's like, you know, what do we got? Maybe Hex, but Hex is still pumped. In fact, everything's pumped. The whole ecosystem, as crypto as a whole, pumps up when crypto goes up, Bitcoin goes up. Not necessarily in one-to-one ratio in terms of time. Maybe it lags behind, but it will still go up. But yeah, Link did really well, and it's doing really well, and I'm holding Link. I'm not going to sell. I have levels of interest I'm looking at. We got swing high pattern levels here. We've got volume nodes up here. But like altcoins is something you just got to buy, and you just got to like set and forget. There's also the gaming coins that I'm looking at too, and I actually hold. I have a portfolio of like a stack of them. And like, I don't know too much. I sort of shotgunned the portfolio. But, you know, you only need is a few of them to do a 4x or whatever. And that can like pay for the ones that lose. And then you can gain. So yeah, I hope it goes all well. And then we got that. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. I'm going to quickly look at the S&P real quick. So you guys, in one of my videos, I actually talked about the bottom and actually caught the bottom, the exact bottom on the S&P with the analysis of the monthly, which I caught. There was a month level there, and there was also a 0.5 right here, which is crazy. Anyway, I think there was also a fib time potentially. I'm actually not too sure. Was there? Not exactly. I'm not too sure, but I remember making a video about that one. Anyway, we are seeing some crazy pumps in the S&P 500. Like not percentage-wise, but just crazy pumps in the sense that it's pumping up nearly to all-time highs. So levels I'll be looking at here are the all-time high. I'll be looking at this level for like a back test right here. So we got these hops. If we, sort of back test that and then rise back up again, that's kind of bullish. But I don't know how this can keep pumping. Like with all the news we've got about wars and stuff. So it's not really what I'm potentially looking at. And as we've seen, Bitcoin is kind of decoupled from the S&P 500 in a way. It used to reflect it a fair bit, but now it doesn't really reflect the price action at all. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out the Discord channel. I post not often, but I'm trying to get more often in it as I'm studying for university computer science. I've also got a coding channel that's linked down below if you want to see that. But like, I'll be posting any information I see that's relevant and that I think is worthwhile. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Have a blessed day. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys next time.